Grand Raw Rising, kings and queens. Grab your coffee or your tea and enjoy some sacred healing space for all ages and reflections that are welcomed. No matter if you're at work, watching the kiddos at home, or even driving on the road, Rising with Raw is a beautiful sacred space to learn about the chakras as well as receive our collective card reading for the day. Along with this, we will have beautiful guests and members of the tribe come on to share their gifts, their practices, knowledge, and wisdom as we self-empower and become aware of who we are as we go forth by day.
Walking like an Egyptian, walking like an Egyptian, walking like an Egyptian, walking like an Egyptian. Yeah, she walking like an Egyptian.
Hello, Grand Raw Rising. Welcome everybody to another episode of Rising with Raw, live here on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Thank you to all of you that have continued to support, as well as subscribe, follow, like, and share this content. Greatly appreciate you guys spreading the light, spreading the knowledge, and spreading the awareness of self as we continue to rise together in these spaces, continuing to give each other the tools, the compassionate connection, and the beautiful sacred community space to be able to be ourselves authentically, be able to move through whatever it is that we may be struggling with, as well as to be able to reflect and receive guidance on the things that we may have trouble navigating with. So with these spaces here at Rising with Raw, I, your host, Marcus Christolight of Sacred Light Healing and Wellness, we go over a collective card reading to kick off every space. And this is just a single card pull from different oracle decks, kind of intuitively. And then after our reading, we do a chakra education. And we do one chakra each episode. And for this episode, we are now on the Causal Chakra. So here in a moment, we will go over the finer details of the Causal Chakra and its relation to us in our human journey. Along with that, we will also be doing a Causal Chakra crystal and reiki clearing and activation that I will demonstrate step by step for us later on towards the end. And we also have a surprise royal guest joining us today as well. And I will fill you guys in on who that will be as we approach that time. And our royal guest carries a lot of very sacred and native rooted practices and ways of life. So it'll be a real treat for us, that's for sure. So get yourself comfortable, grab your coffee, your tea, your water, whatever it may be, and allow yourself to settle in, get cozy, and make yourself at home as we explore the knowledge of self. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you, Ashish. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Alrighty. So I'm going to go ahead and clear the space a little bit for us. And I have a blend here of cedar and blue sage, and I can't remember the other one, but it's a combination of 3 different sages. How have I been? Great question. Ashish, thank you. Well, if I was to be a real human being with you and be vulnerable, I would tell you that I'm moving out of a lot of anger and stress. My rising has been a few hours of dealing with medical issues with this medical system. Trying to take care of my dad and help him out. And there's just a lot of glaring holes and a lot of messiness with the medical system. And, I'm having to be a part of that and really try to navigate with all of it, as it's just really exposing itself as we continue on in this journey. The flaws are outstanding. And these are things that we got to, I feel like, really consider and think about in our everyday life as human beings here is, what kind of systems do we have in place? Are they reliable? Are they consistent? Are they dependable on what it is that they need to provide for us, especially at the highest level when it comes to medical care and health and people's abilities to have a life here on Earth? Things to really consider, and I don't take lightly, as I'm always a person of change and growth and expansion. So when I see the type of holes, the type of issues that I've seen continuously and numerously through this journey with my father, I'm not someone to really just sit back passively and not express and not, share with people that need to hear about it. What could be better and how we can grow with these systems. But other than that, man, I've been doing really well. Staying pretty grounded, taking care of myself, clearing cords, clearing out my energy field of things that don't serve, and just continuing to stay consistent with these spaces, creating retreats, and just continuing the flow. Gotta keep it in motion. And how are you, Vashish? Feel free to drop it in the comments. Anybody else out there too, feel free to let us know how you are. All right, so our collective card read today will be from the Light Language Oracle. Each guide is channeled by Chloe Metcalf. And you have guides like Mother Mary. You have Nefertiti, Kali. There's some other guys in here as well. Oh, that's funny. And look who pops up as our collective guide today. The very first name that I said. That's so funny. I can feel my heart opening already. Mother Mary. Wow. Okay. Mother Mary. Ooh. Mother Mary's coming through with us today. I can already feel my heart starting to expand. Wow. Tears in my eyes already. I'm gonna read this out of the book for us to get the channeling that Chloe had for us. So we have Mother Mary, the Holy Mother, the vessel of light. Sometimes we choose greatness and sometimes it's chosen for us. Mother Mary is one ascended master that knows of this. Sometimes things ahead of us seem too great or too big to conquer, and this is where Mother Mary steps in to help. She offers these loving words: "No matter the challenge, I am here to hold your hand. I will carry you when you feel you are too weak to keep climbing. I will nurture you and heal you and keep you close. Fear not. I offer you the light of the universe so you may feel peace." Mother Mary also offers comfort to those who are grieving the loss of a loved one. Know that they have left their body and have entered a space of divine light and are at peace. Mother Mary is also the guide to mothers and others' assistants in allowing their children to grow spiritually and emotionally supported. She wants you to know that you are a fantastic parent, and you should be very proud of yourself and for raising perfectly divine beings. Sometimes it's not about what we do in life, but whom we raise that makes the difference. So beautiful. And wow. So what I'm really just hearing from that is, Mother Mary wants to allow us to open up, to embrace grace, to embrace mercy within our own field and our own being, whether it's giving it to ourselves mentally, emotionally, or physically. And also remembering that it's okay to feel what you feel in the moment. Allow yourself to sit with it, allow yourself to process what you need to, and know that there is no shame or no wrong to your lower emotions, and being sensitive and feeling what you're feeling. The more you allow yourself to feel what is and feel what's happening, then the more quickly you're able to process that and you're able to move through it and allow it to be able to flow. But if we hold on to it, if we tell ourselves that, we shouldn't be this way, or we can't, or we're too much, things of that nature, then that can suppress that energy. And then that suppression can cause blockages. Those blockages can manifest into illness and disease throughout our being. So just keep in mind of that, where we may be suppressing ourselves or being suppressed by others. And remember the value as well of embracing self-care, embracing the surrender, and allowing yourself to open up to higher guidance and divinity in those times of crisis, or in the times where you feel like there is no answer or nothing more that you can do. And I'll be honest, I've been in that space this rising. I've been dealing with a lot of this medical stuff, and it's been very stressful. It's been very never-ending feeling, and I've just been really feeling more and more of that surrendering energy of giving myself up to something higher than me that can bring guidance and bring light and bring peace to this whole situation. And sometimes we gotta go through a little bit of stuff to get there and get to that surrender. But I just welcome you all to embrace some grace and mercy on yourself and others today, remembering the compassion that we have for each other as we continue on these walks of life. So that is our collective card for today, Mother Mary. And with that being said, we'll go ahead and navigate into our chakra education for today, which will be the Earth Star Chakra. And then right after that, we'll take a couple-minute break, and we will be joined by our royal guest of the episode. Grand day to you, Sarah. Welcome. Grand day, Grace. Alrighty. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up my chakra infographic for us, which will be on the Causal Chakra. All right, here we are. Okay. So the Causal Chakra, for everybody out there, Causal Chakra is located at the back of the head. And then the traits of this chakra, it naturally resonates at 426 hertz. So you can utilize that frequency to directly recalibrate that chakra or energy center. Colors associated with it is typically white or even like a transparent white with rainbow. It connects our higher light codes to the crown chakra. So it's basically that bridge or that binding of our higher light being able to be interpreted and downloaded into the crown and then into the physical human. It is also the center where we step into the observer, where we're able to observe the bigger picture. It is a direct portal to the angelic realms. It is also a direct connection to the central sun, Sirius, as well as moon, feminine energy. It is also a center where we embody and feel angelic-like peaceful bliss. And then this is also our subconscious reprogramming center. So the third eye chakra is your conscious mind. It's your projector and your perception. The causal is in the back of the head, behind the third eye, and it basically acts as like the movie screen or the movie reel I should say, where it has all the programming, all the patterns, and all the codes. And then through patterns and through movement, it stays constantly flowing on autopilot. And then through the third eye, we then project and perceive whatever is in our subconscious programming on top of the outside world. So if we're overactive in this causal, it can result into subconscious autopilot overdrive, where we're just unconsciously on autopilot and not having any consciousness about our everyday life. And this can be a little dangerous, so to say, because if we don't have healthy programming or healthy patterns in our subconscious, then we can kind of be taken over by that. And we can just continuously be not only doing the same behaviors and patterns that don't serve us, but also attracting the same type of relationships and experiences that relate to that as well. So then also, when it's overactive, can be ungrounded in higher light. And then blockages, having a limited belief system, cycling of old karmic patterns, and then it can also attract toxic cycles of experiences. And then also self-grief. So if we're not able to move through our grief and we're stuck in the grief, so to say, then that can cause blockages. But of course, it is healthy to grieve and actually move through the grieving process. So I'll go ahead and give you guys a few techniques you can use to help clear and balance this chakra. You can do Archangel Christiel connections. You can do unicorn energy practices, moon phase rituals, as well as call in your angels and guides daily. These are all great ways for connecting and activating your Causal Chakra. And then that's really everything for that chakra. As we continue into the higher frequencies and higher dimensions of these chakras, with the 12 chakras, you'll notice that there is a little bit less to them because there's not as many physical properties and other things necessary for these centers. So with that being said, we're going to take just a minute or two break now that we have done our reading and our chakra education. And after that minute or two break, we will come back and welcome on our royal guest of the episode. So enjoy and get yourself cozy.
Join us for an epic third eye chakra empowerment flow shop. Join Marcus Christolight of Sacred Light Healing and Wellness for an incredible third eye chakra empowerment flow shop. Mark your calendars for September 14th at 7 p.m. EST. In this transformative online session, you'll dive deep into the mysteries of the third eye chakra. Learn to identify blockages and overactivations in your own third eye center. But that's not all. Experience a journaling space with community, sacred reflection, and guidance. And to wrap it up, Marcus will lead you through a soothing third eye chakra guided meditation with powerful affirmations. Best part? This flow shop is free and donation based. Ready to elevate your spiritual journey? Sign up today at sacredlight33.as.me or DM Christo for the link. Feel the connection, embrace the energy, and awaken your third eye. See you there, spiritual seeker.
Okay. So yeah, coming up this Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern for free donation based, you guys can join me for a third eye chakra empowerment flow shop. It'll be held online on StreamYard and it's free donation based. Just reach out if you would like the link. And you can also go to sacredlight33.as.me and register there as well. So I will see you guys then. And now we're going to go ahead and bring on our royal guest of the episode. Her name is Hanna, and she's out of Georgia. And she has some wonderful wisdom to share with us to help us really feel connected, and not only connected in an earthly type of way, but also connected in a divine way as well, keeping that balance of the higher and lower. So without further ado, Hanna, welcome to Rising with Ra.
Hello, I'm happy to be here. Wow, thank you for that. So the card today was very powerful for me. I felt deeply within my soul, and so as you were reading the card,
Uh-oh. One moment, everybody. We got a little technical difficulty.
I've started to recently write
You were frozen.
poetry. It's
Hey, Hey, Hanna, you're frozen.
It's so yes.
Now I can, this moment.
Okay. Can you hear me? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Are we back? Good in the flow?
Yes. We're good in this
All
moment.
right. Okay. So where I was going with that was when you were reading the card channeling, a poem channeled through me. So I would like to share that before we open the space to set whatever I'm here to share. So,
Please.
I invite you all to wherever you are to just drop into your heart center. Holy Mother, breathe with me, feel within me, embody as me along this sacred dance of life. That which exposes itself to us through the path in which it leads us. We must remember the heart and express the truth of the change we choose to be. Movement is the medicine, nature is the cure, bridging the gap between mercy and grace, allowing that which needs accepted to dissolve and flow. Alchemy is magic witnessed as sacred manifestation of the authentic light of God, of Goddess, illuminating truth throughout all of life. I surrender to that which is creator and greater than I, as I receive the heart and blessings of the sacred sky. Amen, I say, I hope.
Ashe.
So, I'm happy to be here. So, I would like everybody to, wherever you are, if you have a journal around you, I like to really get into our body before we feel into it. And Christo, you set an amazing stage with that presentation. And so, if you don't have a journal, just go inside yourself and really, you can choose in this moment to become the sacred witness. And if you had a yarn ball right in the center of your skull, and this yarn ball was wound up tightly, maybe a certain color yarn, maybe rainbow yarn, and you take your fingers, and if you were to pull one strand of that yarn, and about maybe a blockage, maybe a pattern that keeps being the glitch. So if that one string of yarn that you choose to pull on, I invite you to just visualize yourself doing that right now. And knowing that it is for your highest good. And so it is. So this causal chakra is really amazing. You know, like Christo said, it's in the back of the skull, right above where the neck and the head meet. And in a lot of yoga trainings that I've taken, and a lot of amazing teachings, and the well of dreams, meaning it also holds past life experiences. And when I say past life experiences, I don't necessarily mean another physical life from this physical life, because if you're like me, you've had a lot at it like M shape.
Uh-oh. Your service is messing up again. Are you there? Hmm.
Yes, I'm here.
There we go. Do you usually get good service there?
Funny. You're saying that, yeah. Can you hear me? So
Now I can, yes.
when you're saying that I'm frozen, you are going really fast. So I don't know what's happening. It's like your face and your voice are going really fast, and you're saying, "Oh, you're frozen. You're frozen." So that's funny. I just wanted to share that. So
Internet
where I was at,
issues.
where where I was at was you can liken this causal chakra as to a clam. And this pearl is, um, you can liken it to as soon as you exited your mama's womb, you made the physical manifestation for yourself in that spark of light, and then that is destiny. That's your soul's path. And in that moment, you knew where to go. Do it. Didn't need anybody to tell you. But in certain phases of our life, each chakra can be divided into 7-year blocks or phases. And this is a version of astrology, chakra type of navigation. Christo, I'm sure you know all about what I'm talking about. So it can be divided into those 7 phases of life. So, well, we'll have to talk. 7 years of life, and each 7-year is a block, and each year represents a chakra. So it's really interesting. So when we go into this part of ourselves, this space right at the back of the head, like right behind the third eye and up a little bit, but like below the up a little bit, and then the crown, and then it's there. So you can liken it as to, so when I was sitting with this morning, and I was saying, okay, beyond all, what the mind can chew on, how can we view this causal chakra as like a moon nature on one side, and then our ego personality, we have to be the witness for both sides. So you can't just be the higher self witnessing the ego and learning from the ego. You also have to be the personality, the manifestation of who you are as a witness of who your higher self is. Because then that bridges into destiny. And then that helps us realize when we utilize our third eye and we see that unity and that oneness, no matter if it's still part of the path, it's a part of the opposition, it's a part of the remembrance, it's a part of remembering our own wisdom through our heart opening. And you have your own heart wisdom, and I have my own heart wisdom. And only you can unlock yours, and only I can unlock mine. And that goes for everybody. And within that pearl, within the causal chakra, when you're able to, really tune into what is God creator, source to me? Like beyond all of what I've been taught, what resonates with me? Is it a blade of grass?
Hmm. Again.
Is it the sunrise? Yes.
Mm, I don't know. Is it that spot you're in?
I don't know. My phone, I don't know. No, I really think it's whatever is happening. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Okay.
Well, I mean, there we go.
Okay. Thank you for your understanding and your patience, everybody. I'm not sure what's going on.
Yeah.
Oh,
Never,
so,
it's never been like this on the episodes.
well, I don't know. Something's happening. We're undoing glitches. Glitches are being undone. Something's going on.
Yeah.
So, where I was going with
So the
that is
last thing we heard was blades of grass.
okay. All right. So, I was getting at, what is God to you? What is creator? What is the source of all divine light? And you can liken that to the many faces of the goddess in the East. In a lot of the Eastern traditions, you see the goddess depicted in a lot of statues. But from where I've been able to create unity and acceptance of that is these are all faces of the divine. And when I see you through the eyes of God and you see me through the eyes of God, we see God two totally different ways, but it's expressed in its own way. So it's in this causal chakra that we really realize that our oneness has nothing to do with sameness. Oneness is still unique, but oneness means only you are you, and only Christo is Christo, and only I am I, me and me. And together, when we all realize that, when we all uncover that pearl, when we all really choose to, it's simply in the intention of the choice. And this chakra also helps us realize our power of intention, the power of sacred intention. Just setting a mindful intention you can start with simple things you do throughout the day. And then that's where you realize your power. And that's where you realize the responsibility of that power to come from the heart. Because everything we create is intent. And everything we create creates something. It either creates healing or it doesn't. It either creates unity or it doesn't. It either creates peace or it doesn't. So I invite you to, when you feel ready, to open up to that part of you who is that pearl and that goddess, that God, that manifestation of you that resonates with you. So you go into a store and you see a cross and you're like, whoa, I need that. Or you see a crystal and you're like, whoa, I need that. That crystal's talking to me. Or you go you're driving down the road and a bird gives itself to you on the side of the road, and you feel the oneness and the connection of that, the spirit of that animal. And when we remember fully our interconnectedness, we're able to feel into the true magic of life and realize our magic and remember our magic and share our magic. And that's why I believe a huge reason of why we're here and why we're all listening to what we listen to all day. And that in itself, what you listen to, what you feed your mind, your body, your heart, and your spirit now, your spirit, this is a really important one. What you feed your spirit is in an alignment with your soul. What you feed that creates your life, creates your vibration, attracts those to you that have the same path as yours. And so I thank you. And I just want to share a simple practice that you can do at night before you go to bed. And this will direct your dream time into this space. You can close your eyes if you're lying down. And when you breathe in through your third eye. So as if you're breathing into the center of your skull. And then as you exhale, breathe out of that space at the back of the head where the skull and the neck meet. And then breathe in again through that same space, through that causal chakra space, right where the head and the neck meet, up just a little bit in the top of the skull. Hold if you can. And then exhale out of the third eye and just create this channel. But I want to warn you to just practice this when you're in your own sacred space and you're by yourself. You can really focus on you because your destiny only has to do with you. Yes, we all collectively make the destiny, but what you're here to remember is your gifts, is you. So thank you. Thank you, Christo, for this space. And I'm grateful to have been here today.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. I really appreciate you. Is there anything else that you would like to share?
Yeah, I would like to share maybe something that you can take this or you can leave it. I invite you to explore this next month a new avenue of creative expression and allow it to be from a space of when you were like a teenager or in your early 20s. So that type of space. And so when we go back to that place, it's where we first were coming into our power as a child, as a young adult, as an adolescent, and realigning that with where our heart is now, wherever we are at now, and bridging that gap and bringing unity in that space. And this creative expression is going to be medicine. It's going to be medicine to you. It's going to be medicine to your family, to the community that you serve, to whoever you're going to meet. So I invite you to plant that seed, and you can write it down in a journal and leave it there and set the intention that when you're ready, you'll come to it. But some type of art, we're all artists. Art is creation. It's life. I invite you to remember your art. Remember your sacred expression in that way. So I think that's all I have to share. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. I really appreciate you.
And one more thing is, that was a lot of I felt like it went a lot of earthly, it was a lot of earthly. And if any of you connect into the star realms, or the planets, the causal chakra is connected to Neptune and Andromeda. So if you feel called to connect into those spaces, there's another aspect of your star relations, your stellar home, and that communication consciously will help embodiment, integration, and so yeah. Thank you again. And if anyone would like
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
to connect with me, I have Facebook. You can search Hanna. I have Instagram. I guess I'll go to the comments on this video and I'll post so that we can connect and continue this sacred web that Christo has sprouted and watered and cultivated. So thank you.
Absolutely. And I'll have your links down below in the description for everybody.
Okay. All right.
And then there's actually a question for you.
Okay.
Sarah Broadhead, her question is, what is this 7-year cycle thing called again?
It's called
We were talking
Coruscant.
about 7 years.
Yes, it's called Coruscant astrology. And if we can connect information, and I will send you the information on the book. The book that helped me, I'm a Reiki master and an energy alchemist. So this book helped me have more awareness to create what spirit wants me to create for my, what I'm here to give to people and how I'm here to help people. So it may help you understand your life, understand a deeper way to deepen your practice if you're in any type of healing arts of that nature or receive that. So.
Yeah, she's a herbalist.
Oh,
she's actually part of the online. She's
oh,
part of the
beautiful.
community.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I would love to connect. We will. Beautiful.
Yeah, that's why I've been trying to get you in the community, because there's a lot of us that you can help and connect with.
Yes, that is the next step. So thank you for your understanding and your patience with the journey.
For sure. Yeah. Thank you for that question, Sarah, and thank you for being here. Thank you, Nature Wolf, for the love. Good to see you as always. And yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to drop them, and either of us will definitely answer them to the best of our abilities for you. And then, so Vashish, I saw your question on Instagram. How do we ensure? Man, that Palo Santo cleared everything up. That's amazing. Gratitude to the Santo Holy Wood. Wow.
Juta Wakan, sacred medicines. Yes, thank you. They give their
So the
life
question,
for that. Sorry, excuse me. They give their life to do that for us. It's beautiful.
no, express it, scream it, shout it. So Vashish, how do we ensure that we are connected to a positive energy or a negative one? Ooh, you want to go first, Hannah?
I would be happy to. So remember that it is you which chooses what is connected to you. So you have all the power to choose what you deem as negative and you deem as positive, because what you deem as negative could be something positive to someone else. So really, what do you want to connect in with? What do you feel resonant with? Do you feel like something is connected to you, or you're moving it through your bloodline, or you're moving it through your life and it won't release? That's a different thing. But as far as if you're intending to connect, when you intend and you set the intention out, the universe hears intent, and that's it. And your intent and your true heart resonance with the intent. An intent from the mind is totally different than a heart-centered knowing, grounded awareness of that. So that's what I have to say about that.
I love that answer. My answer to that, from my perspective is, so for me, I naturally try not to, how do I put this into words for you guys? So I naturally try not to define the energy that I'm experiencing, so to say. I try not to define it as one or the other, or positive or negative exactly. I try to just be present with it as energy. And with that being said, remembering also that life is a continuation. It's a continuation of motion of energy. And with that, we're able to always change and transmute the energy that we're experiencing. So rather than, for me, that is, rather than sitting there focusing on, trying to figure out if it's positive or negative or a certain label, I will just become present with what it is that I'm experiencing energetically. And then I feel within my own senses and within my intuition and my discernment if this energy is for me to hold on to, if it's for me to integrate, or if it's for me to release or to deflect, whatever it may be. I try to look at, you know, the energy as energy and then transmutation and solutions to complement that rather than kind of staying focused on whether it's positive or negative. Energy, any practice to stay neutral of the energies around. Mm, so, so if I had to really say um, a practice to stay neutral of the energies around, well, for me, I'm a big person when it comes to preparation. Preparation to be able to prepare for those type of situations in life. So, knowing that in this human journey, we are to experience the contrast, that we are to experience, you know, negativity, positivity, and frequencies and all that type of stuff, then I like to have myself prepared. I like to prepare myself to be able to face conflict, to be centered in myself, to be grounded, to be connected to my higher source, so that when things come to me and when I experience things passing through, then I'm able to be more stable. I'm able to be more balanced. I'm able to be more detached, so to say. Now, detached in the way of, you know, knowing the spiritual truth or the higher purpose or the higher reality of things, which is wholeness. All is all. And with that being said, the more that you get yourself in that alignment and more in that embodiment by having a clear chakra system, by being grounded properly, by awakening our consciousness or our mind to the higher intelligence, the more that we're just doing this with ourselves daily in routine and building consistency with it, then we'll fortify and really strengthen our aura and our energy field. And then through that strengthening, we are naturally preparing ourselves to be able to be strong, clear, and in balance with ourselves when we go through our conflicts and changes of life. Um, another way of staying neutral is, I feel like a lot of it's mental. I feel like it's, giving yourself mental reminders and consciously counseling yourself. You know, sometimes we got to be there for ourselves when it comes to that. We got to tell our mind certain things so the mind knows how to navigate. And, I just also am a firm believer in just embracing what is. So, embracing the full contrast of life, knowing that you're going to experience negativity, not trying to stay away from it, not trying to be scared of it, not trying to run from it or avoid it, but to just know that, yeah, there's going to be higher vibrational and lower vibrational experiences, and it's temporary and we'll move through it. Um, Honestly, the more you embrace darkness, the more you embrace the negativity, then the more it'll subside, the less effect it'll have on you because you're not resisting it. But yeah, grounding definitely helps though, because that grounding brings stability and it makes you more like a tree where those winds just blow through, but you're still able to be grounded and solidified in yourself. And you're welcome for the answers. Not sure what happened with Hannah's connection, but I'm sure it's not the best at the moment. All right. With that being said, that was our wonderful guest, Sister Hannah out of Georgia. I'll be sure to link you guys in down below in the description with all of her links and resources for you guys. So with that being said, we'll go ahead and move into our closing energy practice to help clear and activate our causal. So feel free to get yourself comfortable, and you can grab a crystal if you would like. I'd say either a selenite, quartz, or moonstone would probably be really good for the causal. Sit, lay down, or even up if you need to. All right, and as you're getting comfortable, begin to check in, relaxing, allowing the shoulders to be dropped to the side, relaxing our legs, making sure we're not holding on to our muscles. Now, if we're laying down, making sure that we're not crossing our legs so energy can flow in and out of the soles of our feet. And checking in with the fist, making sure we're not balling our fist. And then lastly, checking in with the jaw, making sure that we are not clenching our teeth. Now bring focus to the breath, breathing in through the nose, drawing it to the back of the head at the causal, and exhaling out of the mouth. Breathing in through the nose, drawing that breath to the back of the head. Exhaling out of the mouth. So now you'll go ahead and take your crystal. Go ahead and take your crystal. I have a selenite here. And then with your left hand, go ahead and place it right there in the middle of the back of the head. Then go ahead and take your right hand, place it over top of your left hand. And now you have both hands over the crystal, over your causal chakra. Try to relax your shoulders as much as you can. Having your back straight. Now you can close your eyes and focus inward. Continue to draw the breath pattern to the causal. Focus on breathing. Continuing to breathe to this causal center. Feeling the crystal, feeling the reiki through the palms of our hands. Start to synchronize with the causal. If there is any subconscious patterns, negative thought patterns, or toxic patterns that you wish to release and address today, feel free to bring them forward in your conscious mind and continue to synchronize these energies with your breath to the releasing process. Yana kuto ashina nasu anayana to ini anana uata yanaya uanasiam uayanayam utiyanam yana sutu aniyam yanana sutu Yamato Utama. Continuing to breathe. Staying with the breath. Feeling this white crystal light fill the back of the head. As you continue to breathe, feeling this white light begin to surround all of our being, begins to fill our aura all the way until it begins to cover outside of the aura. And this crystal white light now becomes a protective shield of 12-dimensional energy, crystallizing in your aura. And as you breathe, you may now begin to make your way to your physical body. You may open your eyes, move your body, and return to your physical environment. Thank you. Namaste. Ashe. Mm. How are we all feeling after that? Feel free to drop your feedback from your experience, as I always care to hear. Wow, did I need that? I tell you, man, when I say I was stressed out and angry this morning, it was the most it's ever been, maybe in my life, which says a lot. Now I feel really soothed. Feel the presence of angelic wings wrapping on me. I'm so grateful. Grateful for all of you for being a part of these spaces. Thank you guys for showing up when I come live. Really appreciate you guys. Oof, man. I almost kicked a hole in my bathroom door today. I've never gotten so frustrated before, where I've almost punched or kicked a hole in something. Glad you're relaxed and light, Ashish. With that being said, that does it for today's episode of Rising with Ra. Sorry for the technical difficulties, and I trust that you guys were able to receive as you needed. And we'll definitely work on having Hanna on for some future episodes and some other spaces as well. So definitely get used to seeing Hannah's face and her voice and the wisdom and knowledge that she has for us. She's a very dear, grounded, and very, very calm and passionate soul. So she'll definitely continue to be a blessing for us as we move forward. Thank you all of you guys again, and thank you to Hanna for being a guest today. And yeah, see you guys soon. Next episode will be Friday, as we will be exploring the Stellar Gateway. Well, no, actually, we'll be exploring the Soul Star Chakra. But then you guys can also catch me on Wednesday for Ascending Beyond Limitations, next episode with Sandy M at 1 p.m. Eastern. So Wednesday, 1 p.m. Eastern, I'll be live for Ascending Beyond Limitations, the Law of One. And then Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern, Rising with Ra, Soul Star Chakra. Then this Saturday, free donation-based Third Eye Chakra workshop. You guys must reach out to me and I'll send you the link. And you guys can join and tap in. Free donation-based this Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern, Third Eye Chakra workshop. Till next time, tap in and rise together. Wholeness and balanced love.